Peace. This brother High Tim coming at you live and direct. Well, it ain't actually live and direct. By the time you see this, I will already be on my way to work. But yo, I just wanted to share some information that I just received. I was watching YouTube, and there's this show called D News, and on D News, they talked about diabetes, and they talked about type 1. We're gonna get back to that, and they talked about type 2. Now, type 2 diabetes, for those that really don't know, they say the basic cause for type 2 diabetes is a diet high in sugar and a sedentary lifestyle, which means that all this shit we eating, all this sugar we eating, right? That's in our diets, that's in everything, sugars in everything. Chinese food you eating, all that, sugar's everywhere. Your body has too much sugar in it, and you're sitting on your ass. Right? Remember, Gye-Nyame, I talk about running is worship, working out is worship, is prayer, you know what I'm saying? And meditation. You need to get up, get out, and get moving, right? Because the number one cause of type 2 diabetes is a high sugar diet and a sedentary lifestyle, because the body cannot take all that sugar sitting in the body, right? And in fact, your body becomes so used to the sugar being there, the insulin that your body produces no longer is enough to tell the body or tell the cells to absorb the sugar. Now, type 1 diabetes, which is very interesting because I'm about to really do some research on this. They say type 1 diabetes, in some research, has been connected to a biome issue where there's not enough bacteria in the body. They have done studies where they found that people with type 1 diabetes has 25% less bacteria in their gut than other people. So now there's some ideas that type 1 diabetes may be connected to people having a lack of bacteria in their diet. You know what that means? That basically means that Brother Hatim might have a cure for diabetes. Get off your ass, run, right? And get some of Brother Hatim's mead, or learn how to make some mead on your own, because making mead or making pickles is producing fermented food. Fermented foods are foods that have been digested already by yeast and bacteria, and a lot of these yeast and bacteria are healthy, and when you take these yeast and bacteria in a food product, they become part of your biome. Now, could it be that because this is the question I got to ask, is there a connection between the rise of the refrigerator and people stopping eating preserved foods, really preserved foods, not the stuff they got out right now, but eating fermented foods? Is there a connection between people eating fermented, or the lack of eating fermented foods in America, and diabetes, type 1 diabetes? Now, that's because I really want to look at that. Is there a connection? Because our diets were heavy in fermented foods before refrigerators. And still, in some countries, they eat a lot of fermented food. Those of you from Ghana, y'all eat kenke, the fermented corn. Y'all eat the fish. Y'all allow the fish to ferment. You know what I'm saying? That's what those dry fish are. They're fermented fish. And my question is, how is the race of diabetes in countries where they still eat a lot of fermented foods? At least type 1 diabetes. All right, this is Brother Hatim, and I'm out. But now, I know some of y'all out there saying, hey, Brother Hatim, I don't have the discipline to work out. Well, I have a part 2 coming, and I'm going to help you develop the discipline to get up and do something. 224 self-help process. You got to spend at least 2 hours in every 24 hours working on you. Some of us, we got to start working from the outside in. A lot of us, we want to start from the inside out, and that's cool if you're there. But if you're not healthy, you got to start from the outside in, and you got to develop that physical discipline so that it will spill over into everything else. So I have a method, a guaranteed method, that if you do it for 21 days, it will develop the willpower that you need to move to the next level in your life. Yo, this is Brother Hatim. Check me out on Gye-Nyame Journey. Check me out on Spreaker, Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Also, for those of you that may want to present something to the community, call the line at 614-556-4535. You can leave your suggestions. You can leave me a message, and we could talk. All right? This is Brother Hatim, And I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. And remember, push past your self-imposed limitations. All right, peace.